N'Golo Kanté is back. Kanté is known as being one of the best holding midfielders of his generation and has a World Cup, Champions League, 2 Premier League titles to show for it, including the famous Leicester City title campaign. After an illustrious career, Kanté decided to move to the Saudi Pro League and join Al-Ittihad on a 3-year contract worth €100 million a year, which saw the end of Kanté's European football career. But who can blame him? However, against all odds, Kanté is back. His displays for France at Euro 2024 have already earned him Man of the Match awards, and he's proving to still have those tireless legs of old and will be looking to win his first European Championships and complete his trophy collection in 2024. N'Golo Kanté was born in Paris in 1991 to parents from Mali. He had humble beginnings, which instilled in him the desire and determination to succeed and the strong work ethic needed to pursue that success. Little did his parents know that this would serve as the core of Kanté's personal football philosophy. Kanté originally didn't have the desire to play football, but one incident changed the course of his life. At 7 years of age, he watched the final of the 1998 World Cup, and seeing France win built up the desire in him. He decided he wanted to pursue Zinedine Zidane and Thierry Henry, who had immigrant origins just like him. So, by 8, Kanté joined with J.S. Cheresne's youth team in the suburbs of Paris. However, due to his lack of height and style of play, the academies of PSG, Reims, Lorient, Sochaux, and the elite Clairefontaine all rejected him. It was a sad situation. Cheresnes had a reputation of being able to get their players to top clubs, but Kanté was left undesirable. So he remained with the club till he was 18, and he had begun to doubt if he would ever be able to achieve a dream of becoming a professional footballer. He was already making plans to become an accountant if things didn't work out. And then hope came in 2010. Cheresnes' president was one of Wenger's best friends, and Wenger was partial towards giving youth players a chance. Unfortunately for Kanté, Wenger rejected him. Everything pointed to him now becoming an accountant, but fortunately one team took a chance on him. It was Boulogne, a team that was already bound for relegation. He debuted for them in their last League Two game on the 18th of May 2012, where they lost to Monaco. But the team's relegation didn't matter to Kanté, only the football mattered. Kanté played in the third-tier Championnat National for Boulogne in the 2012-13 season, becoming a key member of the team. He missed only one match throughout the season and scored 3 goals. At this point, Kanté was slowly becoming known, and League Two side Caen took a chance on him in the 2013-14 season. They signed him, and he played every one of their league games and played a key part in their promotion to the top flight. Then he helped them remain in the top flight the next season and had become much more visible, especially for his ball-winning abilities. It was this ability that Steve Walsh, who was working for Leicester City at the time, saw. Walsh immediately went to meet Leicester City coach at the time, Claudio Ranieri, and told him he needed to sign Kanté for the 2015-16 campaign. However, Ranieri had doubts about Kanté due to his size and feared the midfielder wouldn't have what it took to compete in the robust Premier League. However, Ranieri trusted Walsh's assessment. After all, Walsh had brought about the signing of Jamie Vardy and Riyad Mahrez, who were both exceptional players. At this time, there were reports that Arsenal were interested again, but according to those reports, Wenger still didn't think he was good enough. A missed signing that Wenger, I'm sure, will rue. So in August of 2015, Leicester signed Kanté for around €8 million, and the rest is history. It was money well spent, as Kanté played a huge part in their success, as the way Leicester played relied on his relentless energy and ability to tackle and recover the ball. He made 175 tackles, 31 more than any other player, and 157 interceptions, which was 15 more than any other player. He ruled the defence stats for the season and was named in the PFA Team of the Year for his efforts. In between his stellar season for Leicester, Kanté made his debut for France on the 17th of March 2016. He would then go on to make his first competitive appearance for them and started their France's first Euro 2016 match against Romania. He was amazing as usual in that match. He made the most passes, tackles, interceptions, and covered the most distance on the pitch. And to cap that incredible performance, he assisted Dimitri Payet's winning goal for France. Now, unfortunately, France wouldn't win that edition of the Euros, but this was just a setback for Kanté on the international stage. At the club level, Kanté would soon have more success. After his amazing season with Leicester, Kanté became the subject of interest between Arsenal and Chelsea. Wenger, who had rejected him twice earlier, now decided he did want him. However, Arsenal were priced out of a move this time, and so Chelsea swooped in for Kanté and paid Leicester £32 million. This was the butterfly effect that brought Chelsea a trophy that they had been eager to win. Kanté immediately stamped his presence into the Chelsea side and was key to Chelsea winning the Premier League that season. Him winning the league back-to-back made him the first player since Eric Cantona in 92 and 1993 to win back-to-back top-flight titles in England with two different clubs. Apart from this record, Kanté was named in the PFA Team of the Year again for the second consecutive season and was named the PFA Players Player of the Year. The French midfielder also won the FWA Footballer of the Year, the Premier League Player of the Season, and was ranked 8th on the Ballon d'Or rankings. More glory would come for Kanté in 2018, where he eventually won the World Cup with France after not missing even one match. Talk about durable. Speaking of durable, Kanté would continue his match-winning performances and was a steady presence in a turbulent period at Chelsea, where they were out of the top four and were playing horribly. After Thomas Tuchel was hired as coach, things turned around for the club, and Kanté was at the heart of those things. He dug even deeper during Chelsea's 2020-21 Champions League campaign. His performances helped them cruise past Spanish sides Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid before the club reached the Champions League final. Pundits were in awe of Kanté's performance, but the final against Manchester City would be one of their toughest matches yet. Guardiola primed City to be a brutal attacking side in that final, and they were. Their attacks had that crisp efficiency, but before they could do something devastating with it, N'Golo Kanté was there. He had that sixth sense to determine the areas where City would be most dangerous and eliminate that danger. He was class in that final, and even if he didn't score or assist, his performance in that match would always be the stuff of legends. He was everywhere, even to the point that Man City Twitter account posted, "No changes at the break and little chances so far this half. Kanté has been everywhere all game. If we can bypass him, we might be in business." Well, they wouldn't be in business in that game, and it ended 1-0 in favour of Chelsea. However, those days and performances are behind N'Golo, or so we all thought. The once durable midfielder was now having multiple injuries, and it got worse in the 2022-23 season, where he missed 38 games due to injury. The consensus was the same. Everyone believed Kanté was done at the top level, and Chelsea didn't renew his contract. So when the opportunity came to move to the Saudi Pro League, Kanté made the switch and joined Al-Ittihad. His decision was a masterstroke, as Kanté was able to stay fit, and because of that, something surprising happened. France's coach, Didier Deschamps, decided to call Kanté up to join France's Euro 2024 squad. Now, people doubted if Kanté would be able to perform, but the player has put up two incredible performances on the pitch, giving fans flashbacks of his glory days. He even won the Man of the Match award in the first match against Austria and another one against the Netherlands. Now, despite France's slow start to the Euros, they do have a secret weapon at the moment, as Kanté has justified Deschamps' faith in him and wants to go all the way to win the Euros with France. He's even discussed his next plans after the Euros. The midfielder wants to return to Europe. An unbelievable but much welcome turn of events for one of the most likeable footballers ever.